Okay, so let's get right into it. We're going to walk through a pretty bold 1 month blueprint that's all about completely re architecting your financial life. Forget those flimsy resolutions. This is about building concrete, actual systems. And boom, right off the bat, we get this intense sense of urgency. The whole point here isn't to make you feel guilty. Not at all. It's to light a fire under you. The best time to start was yesterday, for sure. But the second best time? It's right now. Now, this is maybe the most important reframe of the whole thing. We hear the term self-obsessed and we think, oh, that's selfish, it's about vanity. No, no, no. In this context, it means becoming the strategic architect of your own life. It's recognizing that having a solid financial foundation touches literally everything else. So let's dive into this first big idea. We are officially moving away from those vague, easily broken New Year's resolutions. You know the ones. And we're moving towards something so much more solid, building the actual infrastructure for your financial well-being.
And this, right here, this is the ultimate why. The point isn't to obsess over every single dollar for the rest of your life. Absolutely not. It's to build systems so effective that money just becomes this quiet, reliable tool that works for you in the background, freeing up all that mental energy for the things you actually care about.
All right, week one. It's all about the audit. And I love this subtitle. You're not broke because you're bad with money. You're broke because you're lying to yourself. Oof, that hits, right? This isn't about judging yourself. It's about getting brutally, radically honest and just uncovering the truth of where your money is really going. And the process itself, it's actually super simple, but man, is it powerful. You're going to pull 3 months of statements from everywhere you spend money, your bank, your credit cards, and yes, even Klarna. And you're going to categorize every single transaction. The whole idea is to create this complete, undeniable picture. And look, you only need these 3 categories. That's it. Survival is the absolute must-haves. Rent, groceries, the stuff that keeps you alive. Investment is anything that genuinely moves you forward, like a course to learn a new skill or even a silk pillowcase for better sleep. And then there's leaks, and that's, well, everything else. The late-night food delivery, the subscriptions you forgot you even had, all those little things that just add up and drain you. Now, this is so, so important. Please hear this. Shame is lazy. It gets you nowhere. The purpose of this whole audit is not to make you feel guilty or beat yourself up. The goal is clarity. Because once you actually see where all the leaks are, you can't unsee them. And that right there is where your power to change everything begins. Okay, let's move on to weeks 2 and 3. This is where we stop diagnosing the problem and we actually start building the solution. It's all about creating the systems that will do the heavy lifting for you and clearing out all the distractions that push you into making bad financial choices. The very first rule of the architecture phase is this number, 20%. Based on that audit you just did, you're going to take 20% of your monthly spending and you're going to redirect it. Automatically, the second you get paid, it's just gone before you can even think about what to do with it. So where does that 20% go? You split it into 3 specific automated funds. The Untouchable Fund is for true emergencies, so a surprise car repair doesn't send you into a panic. The Freedom Fund gives you options, like the ability to leave a job you hate. And the Future Fund is your engine for long-term growth, even if you just start small. And here's the little bit of psychological magic behind automation. You won't miss that money because you never really had it in the first place. By moving it before it even lands in your main checking account, your brain doesn't register it as spending money. You just naturally adjust to living on what's left. It was never yours to spend. It was your new architecture at work. Now for week 3, the clean sweep. The core idea is that your financial health is a reflection of your environment. Seriously, a cluttered physical or digital space creates decision fatigue, which almost always leads you to spend money on convenience. A clean, organized space does the exact opposite. It creates mental clarity and encourages you to make better choices. So the steps are super tactical and they're all designed to remove temptation. You delete the shopping apps to create friction. You unsubscribe from all those marketing emails to silence the constant noise. You turn off notifications to reclaim your focus. And you get absolutely ruthless with any subscription you haven't used in the last month. It's all about removing the triggers. All right, let's get to week 4. After all the auditing and cleaning and system building, this is where the strategy gets expansive and, frankly, really fun. This is not about cutting back on everything you love. It's about getting laser focused on what's actually worth spending your money on.
And this slide just nails the key distinction here. Goals are often kind of vague, right? They live in the future tense. I want to. But non-negotiables, these are concrete requirements for your present-day well-being. They're the things that if you don't have them, make your life feel, well, not quite like your own. So the task for this week is to define these for yourself. What are the 5 things you absolutely need to feel sane and healthy and authentic? Maybe it's therapy. Maybe it's a gym membership or having fresh flowers in your apartment every week. You have to name them. And this is the entire game. The whole point of cutting out the leaks isn't to deprive yourself. It's to free up all that capital so you can spend lavishly and without a single ounce of guilt on your non-negotiables. Often, the problem isn't that we're underpaid, it's that we're under-boundaried with our spending.
Okay, as we wrap all this up, let's just zoom out for a second. This whole 4-week blueprint is about something so much bigger than a spreadsheet or a savings goal. It's about building personal power and freedom.
And this really, really gets to the heart of it all. Sovereignty is the ability to make choices from a place of want, not a place of need. It's the freedom to walk away from situations that don't serve you simply because you have the resources to do so. And that is the profound emotional payoff. When your financial architecture is solid, your baseline anxiety just drops. An unexpected bill becomes an inconvenience, not a full-blown catastrophe. You actually get to operate from a place of calm instead of that constant low-grade panic. So to make all of this as tangible as possible, the entire month's work really just boils down to this: a simple checklist of 8 concrete actions you need to take. Here it is, your final roadmap. Let's just run through it one last time. First, you complete that 3-month spending audit. Second, you set up your 3 automated transfers. Then you do the clean sweep. Delete the apps, unsubscribe from the emails, cancel what you don't use, and deep clean your actual physical space. After that, you define your 5 non-negotiables, and finally, you calculate your total leak number from the audit. That's it. That's the plan. And that really is the final thought. The shift is from trying to save or trying to get better with money to actively building the systems that guarantee it. It's not about willpower anymore, it's about infrastructure. So the only question left is, are you ready to build?